I've been using my Superlight for almost 2 years and I've been thinking that it's time for an upgrade. Behold, the Logitech M185. This tiny little wireless mouse is in a class of its own. Weighing around 71 grams with battery, this mouse is a formidable tool to combat your typical office work. Excel? Check. Emails? Check. Browsing the web while nobody's looking? Check. This mouse can do it all. But can it really? What about in games? Can it compete well enough as it does with office work? Let's see and find out. Let's first talk about the technical specification of this mouse. This mouse measurements are height 99 millimeters, width 60 millimeters, depth 39 millimeters, and it weighs around 71 grams with battery according to my scale. A DPI of 1000, more or less, according to their website. A whopping 3 buttons. That's all you need, brother. Battery that is supposed to last 1 year. Well, that's at least what they state. A wireless 2.4 GHz connection up to 10 meters distance. So yeah, if you, for some reason, have your computer 10 meters away from you, it should still work. The color of the mouse is gray, light gray and black, matte and glossy, both of them. But it's completely plastic, aside from the scroll which is rubber. I was expecting it to be worse, but it was actually playable, although not as smooth as my G Pro X Superlight. The shape is kinda weird coming from the G Pro. I just had less surface area to lay my hands on. The material just feels really cheap. Well, because it is. I realized that it was not that great of an experience. Although, I can be better if I get used to it. A lot more, but I'm aware that the mouse is limiting my potential. It's like running without shoes or a really bad one. I can get used to it, but I won't get as fast as I could if I had good shoes. I noticed that the glides are just awful. It's scratchy, not smooth at all. It's like I'm grating cheese, slowly peeling off parts of my mousepad. It's just very grippy. Not ideal in my opinion. It hurts the precision to control the mouse. The volume of the mouse is like 2/3 of the G Pro. It's a small mouse. My grip while playing was claw, but being this small, I think it's ideal to use fingertip grip. The weight of the mouse, according to my very accurate scale, is around 71 grams, with AA battery inside. Being this small, this weight feels a bit heavier since you have less volume to lay your hands on, although it's not that bad. If the glides were less grippier, I think it would have been better. The sensor position is a bit awkward. It's on the lower bottom right of the mouse, and not correctly in the center. But I'm not sure if it's actually messing up with my aim, considering all the other downside of this mouse for gaming. The sensor performance is what you can expect from a very cheap wireless mouse. If I flick really fast, it suddenly forgets what it's supposed to do and go on panic mode. It just loses track. So if you have a really low sensitivity, this will be an issue. But for medium to slow flicks, it can handle it, just don't expect miracles. The weight balance is towards the back of the mouse, because the battery is placed there. So it's not very good. The clicks are mushy, but they work. So hey, there's that. The scroll is smooth though, but the steps are just not pronounced at all. Overall, the mouse is really cheap quality. Well, it's because it is really cheap. It costs around 10 euro. I can feel that it's just not as precise as a more expensive mouse. When I come back to my G Pro, the difference is night and day, although of course, it's also way more expensive. But you don't have to spend all of this money to get a good wireless gaming mouse. A good candidate is the G305. For around 30 to 40 euros or even less, you have a reliable wireless mouse.